In this lesson, you will learn 25 more elements of medical terminology.
Let's begin with the element cost. Cost could suggest coaster, a roller coaster. Cost, coaster. Cost means rib. As you look at this coaster, all of a sudden, ribs are riding on it instead of people. Can you believe it? A roller coaster with ribs riding on it. Cost, coaster, rib. Say it 2 times. Cost, coaster, rib. Cost, coaster, rib. Next, gram. Gram could suggest graham cracker. Gram, graham cracker. Gram means record. So as you look at this graham cracker, see it turn into a record. From now on, every time you think of a graham cracker, see it made of a record. Graham, graham cracker, record. Say it twice. Graham, graham cracker, record. Graham, graham cracker, record. Next, acro. Acro could suggest acrobat. Acro, acrobat. Acro means extremities. As you look at the acrobat, all of a sudden you see the acrobat with arms and legs that are extremely long. How could you forget seeing an acrobat with extremities like this? Acro, acrobat, extremities. Say it twice. Acro, acrobat, extremities. Acro, acrobat, extremities. Next, rexus. Rexus sounds like Rex. Here we see the cars which have wrecked. Rexus, Rex. Rexus means break or burst. As you look at the wrecks, see them breaking and the tires bursting. Rexus, Rex, break, burst. 2 times. Rexus, Rex, break, burst. Rexus, Rex, break, burst. Next, Carson. Carson sounds a little like car sign. Carson, car sign. Carson means cancer, so as you look at the car sign, see it made of canned cereal. Carson, car sign, canned cereal, cancer. Say it twice. Carson, car sign, canned cereal, cancer. Carson, car sign, canned cereal, cancer. Let's review these first 5 elements. Cost, coaster, rib. Gram, graham cracker, record. Acro, acrobat, extremities. Rexus, Rex, break, burst. Carson, car sign, canned cereal, cancer.
The next element is piña. Piña sounds a little like pen. Piña, pen. Piña means decrease. So as you look at the pen, see it decreasing its ink very rapidly. Piña, pen, decrease. Say it twice. Piña, pen, decrease. Piña, pen, decrease. Next, gen. Gen sounds a little like Genesis, the book of Genesis. Gen, Genesis. Gen means original or production. As you look at the book of Genesis, see it producing an original production. Gen, Genesis, original production, original production. Say it twice. Gen, Genesis, original production, original production. Gen, Genesis. Original production. Original production. Next, berceau. Berceau sounds a little like purse-sew. Here we see an image of a girl with a purse. She is sewing. Berceau, purse-sew. Berceau means sack. As you look at the image of purse-sew, all of a sudden, she is sewing a sack. Berceau, purse-sew, sack. 2 times. Berceau, purse-sew, sack. Berceau, purse-sew, sack. Next, retro. Retro sounds a little like retreat. Here we see men on horses retreating. Retro, retreat. Retro means backwards. So as you look at the retreat, see the men riding backwards on the horses. Can you believe it? They are riding backwards on their horses as they retreat. Retro, retreat, backwards. Say it 2 times. Retro, retreat, backwards. Retro, retreat, backwards. Now, the element trip. Here we see the man about to take a trip. Trip, trip. Trip means rub or friction. As you look at this image of trip, see the man rubbing the car and creating friction. Trip, trip, rub, friction. Say it twice. Trip, trip, rub, friction. Trip, trip, rub, friction. Let's review these 5 elements. Enya, pen, decrease, gen, genesis, original production, original production. Berceau, purse-sew, sack. Retro, retreat, backwards. Trip, trip, rub, friction.
The next element is strept. Strept sounds a little like stripped. And here we see a female judge about to strip from her judge's robe. Strept, stripped. Strept means twist. So as you look at this lady about to strip, she is stripping to do the twist. Strept, stripped, twist. Say it twice. Strept, stripped, twist. Strept, stripped, twist. Next, desis. Desis sounds a little like thesis. Desis, thesis. Desis means binding, so as you look at the thesis, see it with binding around it. Desis, thesis, binding. Say it twice. Desis, thesis, binding. Desis, thesis, binding. Next, manie. Manie could suggest maniac. Manie, maniac. Manie means madness in the sense of mental disturbance. As you look at this image for madness, see the maniac reading Mad Magazine. Manie, maniac, Mad Magazine, madness. 2 times. Manie, maniac, Mad Magazine, madness. Manie, maniac, Mad Magazine, madness. Next, glosso. Glosso sounds a little like glossy, as in glossy furniture. Glosso, glossy. Glosso means tongue. So as you look at the glossy furniture, see tongues sticking out of it. Can you believe that? The glossy furniture has tongues sticking out of it. Glosso, glossy, tongue. Twice. Glosso, glossy, tongue. Glosso, glossy, tongue. Next, trophy. Trophy suggests a trophy, and here we see a trophy being presented. Trophy, trophy. Trophy means development. So as you look at the trophy, it turns into a housing development. What a trophy! Trophy, trophy, housing development, development. Say it twice. Trophy, trophy, housing development, development. Trophy, trophy, housing development, development. Let's review these 5 elements. Strepped, stripped, twist. Desis, thesis, binding. Many, maniac, mad magazine, madness. Glosso, glossy, tongue. Trophy, trophy, housing development, development.
Next, the element supra. Supra sounds a little like soup. Supra, soup. Supra means above. So as you look at the soup, all of a sudden you see it above the soup bowl. Can you imagine soup floating above the soup bowl? Supra, soup, above. Say it twice. Supra, soup, above. Supra, soup, above. Next, ptosis. Ptosis could suggest toe sis. Here we see sis with a big toe. We'll call her toe sis. Ptosis, toe sis. Ptosis means falling or drooping. As you look at toe sis, she is falling everywhere she goes. Ptosis, toe sis, falling. 2 times. Ptosis, toe sis, falling. Ptosis, toe sis, falling. Now, the element din. Din could suggest dinner. Din, dinner. Din means pain. So as you look at these people having dinner, all of a sudden you see the dinner being served through the window pane. Din, dinner, window pane, pain. Say it twice. Din, dinner, window pane, pain. Din, dinner, window pane, pain. Next, mast. Mast could suggest the mast of a ship. Mast, mast. Mast means breast. So as you look at the mast of the ship, see a breast on it. Mast, mast, breast. 2 times. Mast, mast, breast. Mast, mast, breast. Next, raffy. Raffy sounds a little like raffle. Raffy, raffle. Raffy means suture. In lay terms, suturing is called stitching. As you look at the raffle, see a suit bursting out of it with sutures all over it. The suit will remind you of the meaning. Suture. Raffy, raffle. Suit, suture. Say it twice. Raffy, raffle, suit, suture. Raffy, raffle, suit, suture. Let's review these 5 elements. Supra, soup, above. Ptosis, toe sis, falling. Din, dinner, window pane, pain. Mast, mast, breast. Raffy, raffle, suit, suture.
Now, the last 5 elements in this lesson. Dent sounds a little like dentist. Is this a familiar sound? Dent, dentist. Dent means teeth. So, as you look at this dentist, he has gigantic teeth. Can you believe the size of those teeth? Dent, dentist, teeth. 2 times. Dent, dentist, teeth. Dent, dentist, teeth. Cephal sounds a little like sieve fall. Here we see a sieve falling. Cephal, sieve fall. Cephal means head, so as you look at the sieve falling, there is a head in it. Cephal, sieve fall, head. Twice. Cephal, sieve fall, head. Cephal, sieve fall, head. Auto suggests auto, an automobile. Auto, auto. Auto means self. So as you look at this auto, it is an auto with a person that can drive itself. This could get your attention on the highway, couldn't it? Auto, auto, self. 2 times. Auto, auto, self. Auto, auto, self. Next, epi. Epi sounds a little like a pea. Epi, a pea. Epi means upon. As you look at this image of a pea, see a pea with other peas upon it. Epi, a pea, upon. Twice. Epi, a pea, upon. Epi, a pea, upon. Now the last element in this lesson, hydro. Hydro sounds a little like hydrant. Hydro, hydrant. Hydro means water, so every time you think of this hydrant, see water gushing out of it in all directions. Hydro, hydrant, water. Say it twice. Hydro, hydrant, water. Hydro, hydrant, water. Let's review. Dent, dentist, teeth. Cephal, sieve fall, head. Auto, auto, self. Epi, a pea, upon. Hydro, hydrant, water.
Now it's time to review the 25 elements learned in this lesson. Say each element, the audionym, and the meaning. Remember the additional step when it is needed. Ready?
Cost, coaster, rib. Gram, graham cracker, record. Acro, acrobat, extremities. Rexus, Rex, break, burst. Carson, car sign, canned cereal, cancer.
Penia, pen, decrease. Gen, Genesis, original production, original production. Burso, purse, sew. Sack. Retro, retreat, backwards. Trip, trip, rub, friction.
Strept, stripped, twist. Desis, thesis, binding. Manie, maniac, mad magazine, madness. Glosso, glossy, tongue. Trophy, trophy, housing development, development.
Supra, soup, above. Ptosis, toe, sis, falling. Din, dinner, window pane, pain. Mast, mast, breast. Raffy, raffle, suit, suture.
Dent, dentist, teeth. cephal, sieve-fall, head. Auto, auto, self. Epi, upon. Hydro, hydrant, water.
And last, without the pictures, mentally picture the images as you review each element, audionym, and meaning.
Cost, coaster, rib. Graham, graham cracker, record. Acro, acrobat, extremities. Rexus, rex, break, burst. Carson, car sign, canned cereal, cancer.
Penia, pen, decrease. Gen, Genesis, original production, original, production. Berceau, purse, sew, sack. Retro, retreat, backwards. Trip, trip, rub, friction.
Strept, stripped, twist. Desus, thesis, binding. Manie, maniac, mad magazine, madness. Glosso, glossy, tongue. Trophy, trophy, housing development, development.
Supra, soup, above. Ptosis, ptosis, falling. Din, dinner, window pane, pain. Mast, mast, breast. Raffy, raffle, suit, suture.
Dent, dentist, teeth. Cephal, sieve-fall, head. Auto, auto, self. Epi, upon. Hydro, hydrant, water.
This ends the instructional presentation for Lesson 3. Please turn to your learning guide and complete the review and written exercises for this lesson.